In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a baitcaster. It can be very intimidating at first look because there's so much going on. There's knobs, you know, and stuff. So I'm going to break it down and show you what all these little knobs and doohickeys do on it. So I'm going to start with, there's some numbers down here. Like this one says 6:4 gear ratio. Now what that in turn means that for every time I spin this one, like 6:4, so the 1 means 1 revelation, and then the 6.4 is that this spool goes around 6.4 times every time I move this once. So if I move this once like that, that goes around 6.4. So in terms, the higher that is, obviously the faster this is going to be. Sometimes you want slow or fast. Like, I mean, I like it between anywhere between 6.5 and 7.5 is fast enough for me. You know, it all depends on who you are. And then you got this right here. This knob is your tensioner. You crank it away from you and that tightens this up. Move it towards you, obviously that loosens it. Back up. So I mean, you want a little bit, you know, you got to have it hard enough to set the hook. And then this right here is your spool release. So right now my bait falls down, but if I tighten this up, it tightens my bait so my bait don't fall. All right, and then obviously if I loosen it up, my bait will fall. And then this right here is your braking system. For me, I would suggest for a beginner you have your braking system all the way up to max. It helps it out. I have it about 3/4 of the way to max because I'm still not the self, but how you want to set it up is you want to go ahead and tighten this up as much as you can so it don't fall, and you want to push this button right here. This button is how you release it. So you push that and it will release the spool, but obviously I got the tensioner, the spool tensioner up, so but you go ahead and release it a little bit. Kind of keep your thumb on it so it don't fall too fast. And then you want it to kind of just slowly fall and let it hit the water, and you just want this to spin, your spool to spin just a little bit after it hits the water. And then after you do that, you want to set your braking system all the way up to max. That'll help out as well. And then how you would cast it is you would stick your thumb on it so it don't fall. If you don't, your bait's gonna fall down. So, and I would recommend side arming when you first start out, because throwing it overhand, all you're going to do is make your bait go and you will have a huge backlash. So obviously I will show you guys in another video how to get backlashes out. I don't feel like messing with the backlashes right now, but you kind of keep your thumb on it and you do it sidearm. And as you do it sidearm, you want to keep your thumb on this and just let it glide. Just glide off your thumb. And then as soon as your bait hits the water, you kind of want to thumb it again so your spool doesn't keep spinning as it hits the water. And you know, you kind of just let it just flow off your fingers. You push too hard, your bait is not going to go as far. If you don't push hard enough, obviously you're going to get a backlash. So it takes practice. So what I would suggest is going out in your yard and just practicing. tie like a weight or something, you know, nothing with a hook, obviously. Just put a weight or something on the end of it, and just go out and practice in your yard. That would be my best advice for it. But yeah, you just throw it, make sure you keep your hand on that, and it'll just let it go, and as soon as it hits the water, push your thumb back on it so the spool doesn't keep spinning. Appreciate y'all for watching this little short video on how to use a bait caster if you was thinking about getting one, or if you have one and don't know how to use it. I'll be making tutorials in the future on how to use certain type of baits to catch fish. Go ahead and like this video if you learned something, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time.